Hey, okay. Accessory warm-ups were good. Yeah. Squats were, I think, okay. I was feeling a little stiff. No, that's wrong. I was feeling super stiff when I first started. Even after all the warm-up sets, I think it has like 90% to do with the fact that I have been chained to my desk for too long. And I used to get up every hour and walk for 10 minutes, and that was great, and I kept my body like good. I just haven't had the chance to do that. Just work has been fun. Anyway, so I worked up to 105 because if you allow me to try it, I'm going to, unless something goes terribly wrong that day. And I think they worked okay. My first rep of all my sets were definitely not my best. I'm always strangely hesitant feeling that weight the first time I unrack it, but I think that's just mental, and I'll remember how to squat one day. But I think the reps moved okay. It's just nice to move the weight around, get out of my head for a little bit. I don't even know after that. Oh, push-ups, those felt much better today. I mean, the first couple of reps were less great, but by the end they felt fine. And I was doing the tempo, so that was good. The chest supported row was heavy, but I bumped up the weight a little bit. The step ups, I added the 6-inch to the 15-inch, and that's, I think, the extent of how I could step up, because I mean that was that was pushing the limits of my vertically challenged body. So but they were good. I mean, I definitely felt like I was working for every step. Biceps, triceps, good. I kicked my own ass today, which I needed. But it was good. And I'm gonna leave this on the sheet because you probably won't get to it in time, but I think I could only train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. But yeah, hope you're doing great. Congratulations on your amazing meet. I'm so happy for you. Okay, hope you're having a great day. So with work the way it's been, I keep expecting to come in here and just completely fucking everything up. But honestly, today was kind of the opposite of that. Whatever's that going on right there. So belt squats went great. Worked up to 600. I was able to actually get more my second set than my first set. I don't think I rested any more than I normally do. So there was a point in my second set where my right hamstring just kind of got weird. So I slowed my reps down after that, and they were still fine. So I kept going. What did we do after that? Oh, I went right into Romanians because I've been using the belt squat to do those, just because it's just easier now we're at heavier weights to load up plates on that, and then just use the little triangle attachment to do RDLs to the floor. Let me know if you have a problem with that. It's just easier for me to set up. It's definitely not easier to do. Okay, and then I went to bench, and bench started out hard. Like the red was painful and slow, and I was second guessing everything at that point, but you know, I knew I wasn't going to stop at a red because that would be awful. So I added a white and that moved better. And then I added a green and I'm just like, wow, that's not shit. So then I added a black and it was okay. So I added the white on and it felt good. So I almost went up to 105, but then someone came in and asked to work in with me. And as I was stripping the bar for him, it occurred to me that I hadn't done 100 in a while. So I might as well see what happens with 2 sets at 100 before I just jump right into the deep end again. I'm glad I did, because the last rep was super slow to lock out. Not terrible, just not, I mean, it was okay. Like my back offsets, as I progressed through the reps, I mean, I'm just watching my arm get completely out of groove, and we'll get there. As soon as the pain is more tolerable and I can go through that range of motion without wanting to rip my arm off, things should start getting better. What else did we do? Not much. Oh, planks. I mean, those are planks. Good. I tried to push those like as far as like how my body is positioned, just to make them as hard as possible, because they're fun and hard, but they're over in a minute, and I like that. All right. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, okay, so today was great. Let's see, the warm-up accessories worked well. I was stiff, but I worked through it. So, excuse me, by the time I got to bench, I was feeling a lot better. Yeah, I was worried. So I get under the yellow, and the yellow felt okay. I get under the red, because for some reason I went from yellow to red, and that was less comfortable. And I did have some flare-ups when I was moving the plates onto the bar of that nerve arm. But like when I let go of the weight, it was fine. So the way I determined if I was going up or not today was when I let go of the bar after my set, if my pain went away, I was good. I don't know if that's okay or not. And it was never bad pain. It was, uncomfortable pain. More like, I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't like someone was punching me. It was like someone had punched me. Does that make sense? It was just kind of there. So anyway, I worked up to 90. Jesus. That felt good. My second rep of all my sets sucked. I think I'm so excited at my first rep, and I put everything into it. My second rep was just like, all right, do, whatever. But after I racked the 90, the pain stayed for like 30 seconds to a minute. So I thought, nope, not going up. I'm not risking it, because today was great. So I dropped it to 80, and I did my back off sets. And again, first rep was good, second was sucky, but they moved, and I didn't move into pain from that point. It just got better. I don't know what I did after that. Maybe incline, and that was okay, I think. A little bit more painful as I bumped up the weight, but not much, so that's good. The lat pull downs pissed this nerve thing off a lot, because when I was going into lat pull downs, like this area on my forearm, I don't know, hold on, this isn't helpful, hold on, can you see? No, I mean, obviously you can't respond. So this area, right, this line here is what's like numb and tender. And everything was going hunky-dory until the lat pull downs, and when for some reason, pulling down, it didn't like that. So I did 3 sets at pretty lightweight for the finger gun, and then I dropped it a ton for that triangle thing. And then for the one arms, it wasn't so bad, but then again, I was already really low in weight at that point. So hopefully this will just resolve real quickly. Why can't something just go right? Fuck. Whatever. What did I do after that? I don't even know. Lat pull downs and then face pulls were fine. I decided to do a headstand because, I'm in a good mood. And when you're in a good mood, you do stupid shit. And it was fun. And Arm Farm was wonderful. And I'm sorry this is so long. Hope you're having a great week. And I'll talk to you soon. Hey, okay. Push-ups went great. No pain. And then we went right into block pulls. And those moved really great. Like, so much so that I forgot to do baby jumps, right? Like, so I did a plate and a half, 2 plates, 2.5, 3 plates. Like, it didn't even occur to me until I lifted 315, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, right? So my top sets were 335 for 3, then 355 for 4, which kind of sucked because I wanted 5, but I knew I was about to blow past what I think was a conservative RP, just so I didn't aggravate things. Or maybe I'm just lying to myself and I should have frickin' pulled it. And then my last set was 355 for 3. I was considering stripping a mat and then just pulling a single to see if I could do that. But the one thing that really was bothering me today was that nerve pain in that left arm. Like, my initial, what was it, like 185, that like sent shocks up my arm. And I tried to to swap my mixed grip, and that was a disaster. Like, so I did one rep that way. I'm just like, oh, nope. And this funny thing is I used to swap between the dominant hand, and I just haven't done that in ages. So I think that's just a lost art right now for me. Anyway, they went great. There was no pain. It was just pulls and me hitting the limit of my strength, which is a nice change, right? The hex was a little painful, but not nearly as painful as last week. And then the accessories after that were all great. This was a spectacular week. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.